Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jessica Harrington. Tonight on the Now Bakersfield, walking for awareness and for health. More on the new event hoping to help fight a rising health issue right here in Kern County. And a local firefighter going above the call of duty. More on the adorable rescue of a kitten. Plus, a new report showing the effects of pot on the brains of teenagers, why health officials say parents should be concerned. That's all ahead on the Now Bakersfield. Annie?
Let's get our first check of the lineup. Here on the Now, there's new action in the fight against our country's opioid epidemic. Some real changes on the way as one mother shares her heartbreaking story about what opioids did to her family. A story you won't see anywhere else today, a showroom of used mannequins and the story behind this growing collection. It's weird, and that's why you don't want to miss it. And I'm actually going to be showing you how to get the most bang for your buck when you're cleaning out your closet. We're talking coupons for donating old clothes, even some tax write-offs.
All right, thanks, Annie. Well, you may have walked for cancer awareness. You may have even walked to find a cure for valley fever. But now, for the first time, a walk is being held to bring attention to the obesity epidemic in the U.S. The Now's Tori Cooper has more on why this walk is coming right here to Kern County this Saturday, and the group behind it helping many change their lifestyle. Tori?
Jessica, the most recent data from state health officials shows Kern County is one of the worst counties in California when it comes to obesity, which is shocking because California as a whole has one of the lowest obesity rates in the United States. Tonight, though, local surgeons and a national organization are taking a stand against the problem in hopes that local rates drop in the future.
For people like Molly Mankoff.
So how much did you weigh before the surgery?
That's embarrassing. Almost 290 pounds.
Weight loss has been a challenge for many years while living in Kern County.
I couldn't, and I tried for a really long time, and I needed that extra boost.
So Mankoff turned to Dr. Irani of the Bakersfield Surgical Associates for a change.
She's had bariatric surgery. She's done extremely well, as you'll see.
I've lost 110 pounds.
Irani founded the bariatric weight loss surgery program that's now available at Adventist Health and Dignity Health in Bakersfield as a way to combat the obesity rates in Kern County and to help people like Mankoff get rid of health concerns that come with obesity.
I was pre-diabetic. I had sleep apnea. I had like a list of problems that you have when you weigh too much.
And Mankoff is not alone. According to the Department of Public Health, as of 2016, Kern County was the second most obese county in the state of California. 42.7% of the people were obese, 30.9% were considered overweight, and the 5th, 7th, and 9th graders at the time were also above the state obesity average. But now for the first time, Irani and his team are hosting the Walk from Obesity this Saturday at the Riverwalk Park to bring awareness to the issue in Kern County and to encourage people to make lifestyle changes that don't require surgeries that may not come with expected results.
Some who don't change their lifestyle lose only 50% or 40% even of their weight because they're doing all the wrong things. They haven't changed any of their lifestyle.
This weekend's event will showcase the preventative steps you can take to live a more healthy lifestyle.
We have booths on site that are going to be checking blood pressure. We're going to do sugar checks.
Irani says the purpose is not for a smaller pant size, but for the health issues that come with being overweight, like high blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea, and joint problems. He hopes to highlight the need for changes in the valley with this new annual tradition.
It's our first time in Bakersfield, and I hope this is one of many every year.
All in hopes of showcasing people like Mankoff how to regain a healthy lifestyle.
I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. I don't have sleep apnea. I don't have any issues that I had prior.
The walk from obesity will start at 8:30 and carry until 9:30 this Saturday morning at the Riverwalk Park. The walk is only 1 mile long and it's free for everyone who attends. For the Now Bakersfield, I'm Tori Cooper, 23 ABC.
All right, Tori, thanks. A Kern County firefighter is being praised after he saved a kitten that was stuck in a PVC pipe. Check this out. According to a Facebook post by KCFD, yesterday, Kern County firefighter Nick Hansen from the Edison station rescued a kitten that was stuck in a PVC pipe. Even better, the kitten was taken back to the station and adopted by a local firefighter. In the post, KCFD also added that firefighter Nick is single. Just a fun fact there. Family insurance plans you get through work cost almost $20,000 this year. A Kaiser Family Foundation report says work picks up most of it, $14,000 on average, but it also says the rest that you're paying is 65% higher than it was in 2008. Deductibles are also getting way more expensive, up 212% since 2008, according to Kaiser. Plans with higher deductibles come with lower premiums. That keeps us happier with the monthly bill, but high deductibles are one of the biggest healthcare complaints.
New resources are coming for people who are struggling in our opioid epidemic. The Now's Corey Rangel is talking with one mother with a heartbreaking story about what opioids did to her family. She's hopeful a new bill that just passed Congress will help others.
Katrina King fought opioid addiction for 7 years. It started with pain pills after she hurt her back, and the addiction spiraled into more sinister habits.
I was up to about a 40-pill-a-day habit, plus heroin as needed, if I couldn't get that.
After getting caught forging prescriptions, a judge sentenced Katrina to 2 years behind bars. 7 months into her sentence, Katrina found out her 20-year-old daughter began using opioids.
It is the worst panic of your life. I mean, I went into panic mode. I wouldn't wish that feeling on anyone. It is desperation, guilt, panic.
Her daughter was placed on a treatment wait list and died from an overdose 2 days later.
They were trying to talk me into, discontinuing life support, and I refused because I needed to see her. And they didn't get us to the hospital in time. They were supposed to get us there, and by the time they made the arrangement, she died the next morning.
Despite her pain and past demons, Katrina is more than 6 years sober. She's also a sober coach and volunteers for the nonpartisan group Advocates for Opioid Recovery. She applauds Congress for passing the new opioid bill.
We've come a long way. In 2011, I was public enemy number 1.
The bill will boost programs to treat addiction, keep a closer eye on prescriptions, and promote research to find new drugs that are not as addictive. But Katrina feels the bill does not do enough to address recovery services.
The number one problem we have is finding housing for them, finding medically assisted recovery for them. We get put on a wait list that's over a month long. Well, the problem is that when they come out, you don't have a month. The very first time they use could be their last.
For The Now, I'm Corey Rangel.
Corey, thank you. Back to our lineup. A story you won't see anywhere else today. A showroom of used mannequins. And the story behind this growing collection. It is weird and you won't want to miss it. You're watching The Now. We've seen robots used in recent years across all kinds of industries. Now is construction next? Well, some companies are giving it a go. And now as Chris Welch met with one in Baltimore, he found that this could be especially beneficial right now as the nation faces a critical construction worker shortage.
There are 4 robots on this machine. It cuts, it nails.
Blueprint Robotics is one of a handful of robotic construction firms to enter the fray in the last couple years. They're taking the concept of modular home construction to the next level. They believe this method of construction can cut the time it takes to finish a job by 20 to 40%.
It's more precise, higher quality, less cost, less risk. You know the cost of our product before we commence. A more predictable schedule, and at the end of the day, just a totally better product.
And when you look around, you will still see employees, 29 on the floor here. For example, once a wall is built, an electrician still needs to install wiring, but others are there for quality control.
This is the future.
Roy Collins used to work at traditional job sites. Now machines are doing what he did.
Is that ever a little weird to process?
It is. It's hard to process because, being in the industry for 20 years, I never thought this would be capable of happening.
Since there's such a shortage of construction workers as it is, industry experts say there's no concern this method could take jobs away from skilled laborers, and in fact, this could be good in the long run.
As far as increasing productivity and holding down on cost, it's absolutely a good thing. It's not going to hurt the industry at all.
Will places like Blueprint only continue to become more commonplace?
Yes, it has to. It's quicker, it's better, you get a better product, material is better, it's a better way to build.
Reporting for The Now in Baltimore, Maryland, I'm Chris Welch.
A new study says pot is worse for a teen's developing brain than alcohol. Researchers followed nearly 4,000 teens in Canada for 4 years. They found cannabis impacted cognition more than alcohol, and that those cognition issues didn't go away when the teens stopped. The findings back up older studies that found cannabis could hurt cognition. Researchers say they want more studies on why cannabis affects the brain. The American Journal of Psychiatry published the study. And fans of New Orleans-style fast food chain Popeyes might say the fried chicken is as good as gold, but today the restaurant is offering poultry that is literally golden. 6 boneless wings dunked in champagne and slathered with 24-karat gold batter like the precious metal itself. The golden chicken, though, not so easy to come by. It's only available today and in 4 locations across the country, one of them just down south in Anaheim. As far as golden products go, the price is a bargain, just $5, including a biscuit and side dish. Popeye says the gold batter might become available in more locations in the future if demand is high. Well, whoa. Taking a live look outside, the sun is setting. It looks so gorgeous. Those clouds kind of clearing out for this moment, Allison.
Yeah, it is going to be clearing out as we head into the evening hours tonight, then kind of building up right around the mountains as we head into Friday as well as on Saturday. But we had just a beautiful day today. 80 degrees was a high here in Bakersfield. That is still below seasonal, which is at 85 for this time of year. But we did feel strong winds earlier this afternoon. Still not too bad. 9-mile-per-hour winds here in Bakersfield, 12 up in Isabella, and 20 in some of our desert cities. But good news, these winds giving us another day of gorgeous air quality tomorrow. We will be in the good range with an AQI of 50. And those winds will continue to pick up on Friday as well as Saturday night. Gusts could actually be nearing 40 miles per hour. But as for temperatures for us here in Bakersfield tomorrow, well, we're starting off the morning in the 60s, jumping up to 71 degrees by noon and 78 degrees as our high in Bakersfield tomorrow. That's going to be the same for most of the cities across the valley. But what you can expect for the extended forecast, well, 78 degrees on Friday. Again, we'll see a few clouds making their way back into the county, especially over the mountains, though, and then those are starting to clear out on Sunday. 79 degrees on Saturday and Sunday, so right around that 80-degree mark, and then temperatures rebounding just slightly up to 83 degrees on Thursday, so that will be nearing those seasonal temperatures, and then we're dropping right back down to 79 degrees, and we'll be hanging on to those 80s for next weekend, so it is going to be the perfect first weekend of October. Tori?
All right, and tomorrow on the Now Bakersfield, on a new episode of Tori's Trails, we are checking out the natural water slides in the Sequoia National Forest. That's family friendly and easily accessible. We'll show you how to get there and what you can expect. Again, that's tomorrow on the Now Bakersfield.
We start the news feed with a warning about Twitter accounts spreading false information. Knight Foundation researchers say that most of the accounts tweeting fake news during the 2016 presidential election are still active. They examined millions of tweets. Well, the Trump administration taking a tougher stance on teens breaking the law. A nonprofit government transparency group says that the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention made changes to its website, dropping language like treating and rehabilitating young people and adding tougher language like offenders. And we told you how Amazon is raising its minimum wage to $15 an hour next month for all hourly workers. But what didn't make it into the headlines? Amazon is taking away bonuses and stocks award programs for hourly workers. Amazon says people will still be making more money under the new wages. Okay, sometimes we come across a story that, well, we just have to check out for ourselves. And when we heard about this one woman with a whole warehouse full of old mannequins, we just had to find out why someone would want so many old clothes hangers. Here's the Now's Chris Welch.
Look at the different shapes.
On their fiberglass surface, it might seem there's not much to it. You've seen one mannequin, you've seen them all, right?
See the difference here in terms of, first of all, she's got a face.
Well, you'd be wrong.
You know, even details like she has a clavicle. That doesn't feel like a big deal, but the way the clothes hang make a big difference.
Judy Townsend can tell you more than you've ever wanted to know, and then some.
How have mannequins evolved over the years?
Oh, wow. Mannequins have changed dramatically. Like they're always tall and thin and young and typically Anglo, so that paradigm is pretty much the same. But the body has changed where, look at this guy who's very athletic.
The origins of mannequin madness go back almost 20 years. In a way, it was an accident.
And it was just one of those kind of aha moments.
You know, that aha moment we can all relate to. When you're looking for concert tickets.
It was Tina Turner tickets, so yeah, she led me to mannequins.
And instead come across an ad for 50 mannequins, and you buy them all.
I never did go to that Tina Turner concert.
She figured she'd rent them out.
And I was going to do what I call a side hustle. It never was going to be a full-time gig.
But, as you might have guessed, it did.
I was driven by the need to save something that needed to be recycled.
See, Townsend's showroom is all used mannequins. And with more and more retailers closing locations or moving to online only, she's got more inventory than ever.
I had to move into a larger warehouse.
But it also means her customers have changed.
Didn't you have one that was more of a flesh tone and it was longer? It was a papered one?
Instead of retailers, she now sees local designers and do-it-yourselfers.
Somebody's selling something online on Etsy. They just need one mannequin that they can use in their home for multi-purposes. There's all kinds of ways that you can find a new way to use something old. And I guess as I get older, I'm definitely concerned about that.
Reporting for The Now in Oakland, California.
I'm old and I want to be used in a new way.
I'm Chris Welch.
I love it. Thanks, Chris. The BBB is seeing an uptick in the number of complaints about pet leasing. It's something we warned you about actually on The Now this summer. Pet leasing is when a store offers you a payment plan to get your new dog, but people aren't reading the contracts. They think that they are buying the dog, making payments similar to a loan. Instead, they're learning at the end of their payment it was actually just a lease, and they owe interest or a balloon payment, or else they have to give back the dog. New York just passed a law banning pet leasing. Nevada and California did it last year. But on Monday, 2 animal groups sent a complaint letter to the Federal Trade Commission urging them to investigate Wags Lending, the company behind the financing and the pet stores they do business with. All right, finally in our lineup, how to get the most bang for your buck when you're cleaning out your closet. We're talking coupons for donating old clothes, even tax write-offs. A lot of us donate to places like Goodwill, but did you know that you can donate your clothes at certain department stores and get a discount on new clothes?
Department stores and other retail stores have programs that support all different kinds of things, and they may be international programs giving clothing away to needy people all over the world.
Lisa Freeman, co-host of the Hot Shopping Tips podcast, says you can donate any brand of clothes to H&M and they will give you a 10% discount on new clothes.
Madewell, which sells jeans and other things, will take back your jeans and give you a $20 credit toward a new pair of jeans. And the old jeans that they take become insulation for low-income housing.
Like Madewell, there are certain stores that only take their brand of clothes as a donation.
Eileen Fisher is the queen of recycling. They give you $5 for every Eileen Fisher piece of clothing that you send back to them, which is really cool because they turn those clothes into other clothes.
There are plenty of stores that give discounts for donations. Levi's gives a 20% discount. The North Face offers a $10 credit to put towards your next $100 purchase.
If there's a particular retailer that you really love, look up the name of that retailer and the words recycling program and see if they give you discounts for trading in old clothes.
Nordstrom, REI, Charming Charlie, and Ann Taylor might not give discounts, but they do work with Give Back Box. Anytime you order online from them, you can put your used clothes in the shipping box and use the free label to send it off for them to donate for you. If giving back to your community is more important, Goodwill is always the best place to donate, Freeman says.
All the clothing and other items that you donate to Goodwill go to supporting local employment and job training programs in your area. And of course, you'll get a receipt so you can get a tax credit.
Most department stores give a tax credit too, but you might have to go online to get it. Just make sure you do your research.
If you are donating clothes to a retail operation, find out where the clothes go and what causes those proceeds go towards.
We're along the U.S.-Mexico border tomorrow where families remain separated. We're talking to a group working with those families and asylum seekers who want to give you a better sense at what's happening as immigration remains a hot topic leading up to the midterms.
Coming up tonight on 23 ABC News at 11, moments after being sentenced to 5 years in prison, a Kentucky man tried to escape from a courtroom. The moment all caught on camera, what happened next, and what the man's girlfriend tried to do. We're going to have that video. And a local program reaching out to students tonight. More on the Ivy League program and how it plans to help students achieve success after high school. We're going to have details on that awesome program as well on 23 ABC News at 11. In the meantime, we've been talking about these gorgeous fall temperatures, giving us these beautiful sunsets and the clouds moving through the area. We can't ask for anything more.
I know. It was so gorgeous today. We were below seasonal. 80 was our high in Bakersfield, normal for this time of year. 85 degrees, but cooling down quickly this evening. 74 in Bakersfield, 41 in Pine Mountain Club right now, and 65 in Isabella. But as we head or take a look what you can expect later this weekend. 78 degrees on Friday, so not feeling too bad out there, but then winds definitely going to be picking up, especially in our mountain and desert cities. Gusts could actually be nearing 40 miles per hour, but that's going to keep temperatures in the upper 70s.
Keeping them nice and fall-like. That's going to do it for us here on The Now. We'll see you back here tonight for 23 ABC News at 11. Have a great night.